Today we are doing 8.3, creating and evaluating expressions. Once again, we are creating algebraic expressions, this time from word problems. So if we look at our problem, it says Colin is helping to organize a school trip to Ottawa. He needs to figure out the cost of transportation and choose the least expensive bus company. A total of 260 students are going on the trip. He has prices for the 3 bus companies for the cost of 7 buses. So before we get into the 3 different bus companies, the first thing we want to look at is what we know from this question. So we know that there are 260 students. We also know that there are 7 buses. And then we want to figure out which company is the cheapest. So if we take the first company, the Carryall Bus Company, they say they charge $350 per bus. So if you remember from the last lesson, the variable is what changes in your question. The cost of the bus will stay the same. So the Carryall Bus Company will always charge $350 per bus. So $350 stays the same because that's the fee. But the amount of buses that you order will change. So that will become your variable. $350 times n. N being your variable and the number of buses. In this question, we know that there are 7 buses. So therefore, we can substitute 7 for our n and have 350 times 7, which will give us $2,450. If we look at the school bus transport company, we know that they charge $7 per student. So our $7 would stay the same. And what would change is the amount of students that are on the trip. So the amount of students would become our variable. So it'd be $7 multiplied by n, and n would represent the number of students. So if we carry out the math, $7 multiplied by 260 students, because that is how many are on the trip, we will get $1,820. The last company would be Sim Transport. So Sim Transport charges $500 for the bus drivers, plus $6 per student. So if we do our $6 per student first, we know it's $6 multiplied by the amount of students, which would be our variable, plus the $500 for the drivers. Now if we carry out our math, $6 multiplied by the number of students, which is 260, plus the $500 for the bus drivers. Now we will use BidMass to calculate. We will do multiplication first. So $6 times 260 equals $1,560 plus 500 would give us $2,060. So now to answer our big question, they ask us, which bus company should Colin choose? Colin should choose the school Bus Transport Company at $7 per student because it only costs $1,820. I hope this has helped you. Thank you for watching.